my fellow Democrats. I'm Bob Olson, and I want the opportunity to run against and beat the most infamous congressperson to occupy this district's congressional district seat ever. If you choose me as your endorsed candidate, I will beat Michelle Bachmann. I'm the candidate who stands with the party's platform. I'm the platform candidate. I want to talk to you today about what I think, what I feel, and why I believe I'm uniquely qualified to offer our district and the party the best chance to beat Michelle Bachmann and the right-wing machine behind her extremist ideology. However, as much as we all want to beat Michelle Bachmann, my purpose for running is much greater than that. I'm seeking your endorsement because we now have not only the opportunity, but the necessity for change. I firmly believe that we have only about a 10-year window of opportunity to move away from fossil fuels and create a sustainable and renewable energy system. If we act now, if we act now, we can prevent irreparable harm to the planet, secure the future for our posterity. That's why I created the American Sustainable Energy Council. I believe that the best thing, the most critical thing that we can do for our families and for our economy, for our national defense, and for our environment is to break our dependence on oil, gas, and coal. And I know how to do this. As a banker, I understand that economics and finance. I know that this change to environmentally friendly, sound energy policy offers an unprecedented opportunity for economic growth in the United States, and especially in Minnesota and the 6th District. As a tax attorney, I also know that wind power will save the family farm. But we need somebody in Congress who knows how to do this. We need to change the laws to permit farmers to invest in turbine equipment and harvest and sell the electrical grid, to the electrical grid, the wind resource going from over our land. As a tax attorney, I also know all too well the economic devastation that has been brought on the middle class in America by trickle-down economics. I know how to change this. I watched it happen. I know how to fix it. We must also get out of Iraq. Even our children and grandchildren cannot afford the moral and long-term economic costs of this war. We must end our dependence on oil, gas, and coal and create a foreign policy based on the democratic ideals of respect and cooperation. I promise that as your congressperson, I will not vote to fund the Iraq war unless there is included a rapid exit from Iraq. And also, we will need at that time to be sending a message to the world that we will no longer be dependent upon Mideast oil. And again, I know how to do this. I know you believe, as I do, in the ideals of our Declaration of Independence. When Thomas Jefferson, in those immortal words, wrote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." I ask you, how can we guarantee life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness when we have a healthcare system that is collapsing under its own weight, and the provision of care is conditioned upon the uncertainties of employment, wealth, or health status? and guarantee life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness if we permit government interference in the private relationship of a woman and her physician. And contrary to the First Amendment to our Constitution, allow religious zealots to pass laws in support of religion that would deny women's sovereignty over their own bodies. And this is a right that needs active defense, not just passive acceptance. How can we guarantee life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness if we continually assault the two major pillars of America's greatness by not fully funding public education and continually trying to undercut labor by breaking unions and moving jobs overseas? How can we generate life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness if we bankrupt our future by engaging in a war that costs us dearly in lives and resources, distracts us from tackling much more serious threats to our national security and well-being, and also greatly diminishes our standing in the world? And also, importantly, how can we guarantee life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness if we deny equal rights based on genetic factors over which people have no control, such as the color of their skin or their sexual orientation or identity? Fellow Democrats, I stand here today to ask for your endorsement to run for Congress from the 6th District of Minnesota. I can win because I know that as a business owner, I have the experience and legitimacy to talk with other business owners and fiscal conservatives that have voted Republican in the past and make clear to them the wisdom in supporting my candidacy. The last race, Mrs. Bachman only got 50.04% of the vote, and I am confident that I can capture a sufficient percentage of those independent and Republican votes to not only put us over the top, but to turn the 6th District into a Democratic stronghold. There is no congressional district in the state of Minnesota that benefits more from Democratic versus Republican policies than the 6th District. And I'm telling you today that we can do this without compromise of our progressive values. And I'm saying, as Democrats, we must do this without compromise of our progressive values. Michelle has to go. There'll be no Bush for her to hide behind. Give me your endorsement, and we will take Minnesota's 6th District seat from the Republicans and start to move our state and our country toward a promising future. Thank you. Thank you very much.